responsible for a lot of this stuff not being educated, our children not being educated. Open that up. Let our people coming in that's got some problems. The guys that's walking, the guys that dropped out of school, that's what needs to happen. So if we do that, that'll be an answer to some of the problems. They need help. So they're out there shooting. That means that they're trying to make a dollar because they're a man. What man you know don't want no money in his pocket? So he's gonna do something foolish or wrong to get it. So that's probably what they are doing. I'm not saying that they should do that, but they're just something, they're probably doing it for. So what we got to do is open up something for them to help them. And I think this would be one option. And I would like Colin Powell to head back. He's over the military. I think he should do it.
What reactions we were talking about when you wear your shirts and you have your signs on your car and stuff? What kind of reactions do you get when you go out?
So far, people just take our message. So far, it's some that say, "Well, why are you doing that?" And they may say a couple of words, but both say 90% they just take our, we have them in like a form, and we have them stapled together, and we hand it to them, our message to our people. And we make sure, and we tell them that make sure you read The Making of a Slave by Willie Lynch, because that's why we kind of afraid to do a lot of things because of that. Because the white man is taught, he said, make sure that black people only trust the white man. That's what he taught. And so that's in us. We were beat into that.
What do you think would happen if African Americans just across the board just said, we're not going to vote? What do you think, what kind of change would that make?
Well, it don't necessarily have to make a change that day, but it'll make us be right. And we would have not obeyed the slave master, and we would did something we wanted to do, and nobody told us we could do. We would walk in freedom. We would feel good. Y'all wouldn't. And y'all might think different about it, but we would feel good that we stood up. That we stood up and took our own change. Because that's what we need to do. As a matter of fact, we have our own party. Well, we can. I don't see why. We can start our own party.
Like your own political party?
We can do that if that's what we wish. We can do what we wish.
Do you think that's something that's going to happen?
I don't know if that's going to happen. It don't necessarily have to happen. But I know we as a people will get our change. And we won't continue to act as a slave. And the white man won't continue to make all the decisions, just running over us. It burns my soul. It burns my soul. And then they got the nerve to say, pledge allegiance to the flag for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. And they want me to stand up and put my hand. I dare not put my hand up there. Because there's no liberty and justice for all.
You said you started doing this about a year ago, but how long?
It was it had to be last year.
How long have you felt this way?
All of my life. That's the way black people supposed to feel. You think any of us feel different? Of course you can find some black people that talk like y'all. Because that's what the slave master did. But the majority of us, you think we pleased with what we see? That y'all making all decisions? You got to be kidding me.
I'm not making any decisions, but...
No, this government makes them all for us. We don't make any. They runs us over.
So you don't feel like you have a part in any of the decisions?
None. Well, when have we made any? No.
Well,
when have we made any?
What I'm asking is, you don't feel like there's a way that you can be heard, or is this the way you feel like you're...
No, this is not just a way. This is just one of the things we want to do to start. What we want, this is the way we want to handle it. That maybe not the way y'all want to handle it, but that's what we want to do.
Anything else you'd like to add to make evidence on election day or moving forward?
Well, this is what I want to say. I think that it's a disgrace and a shame that Mayor Stimson and the city of Mobile will have closed down all those projects. Hundreds and thousands of people in there don't have nowhere to stay. Because a group of people, a race of people want to take over that neighborhood and build $300,000, $400,000 house. That's a disgrace. Where they going? And old Bill Clinton, he started up all that, closing down houses. But what did he build? He built something where 20 folks can get back in and out of a power. He started, old Bill Clinton. He gutted that welfare program. He gutted them food stamps. He did all that under the Democratic office. And we gonna go out and vote? He hurt a lot of people that couldn't help themselves. I probably could help myself, but I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for my people. I care about my people. I care about our children over here. I care. And don't worry. It's like I told the school board. We believe in God as a race of people. And God has a time where he calls judgment. All things come in here. See, when Barack Obama started running for office, everybody down here, I saw them, they were giddy. He think he gonna be president. Well, he been in that twice, because why? God time came. See, God only lets stuff go on for so long, and then he cuts it. And nobody has any power over it. And this, our time is gonna come. It may not look like it's gonna come, but I believe by faith and prayer, it is gonna come for us. And we're gonna be making our decision. And we're gonna be teaching our own black children. Why is all those people over there white teaching our children? Why aren't we over there teaching our own children? Nobody teaches y'all children. You would have a fit. Matter of fact, the little children might be scared because they're not used to seeing us.
I don't have any children.
No, but I'm just saying, why are we not in there? Why are we not over there teaching none of our children? But nobody's discussing that. Nobody's discussing about how they close millions down and put those children up. Nobody's doing that.
Did you go to the school board?
We went a whole about 6 months. We went down there, and they still closed them
You
down.
felt like the decision was already made.
It was made. Well, don't y'all organize 10 years in ahead, and when y'all ready, y'all dump it like
I
that?
don't make any decisions. I don't know what you're talking about, but
The white man. Now, is that clear? The white man, this government, that's who makes it. Don't be fun.
I'm not. I'm being. I'm no disrespect.
There's nobody else over this country but y'all. I don't know who else it is. Come on now. Be real. Don't be phony, because I ain't no phony. My mama taught me don't be no phony.
I understand.
Yep.
So, do you have people who stop by here and ask you about your signs?
I have had some, but not that many. But see, what you don't understand, numbers does not matter. See, you don't know our people. Y'all deal with numbers, but we don't deal with numbers. We might have, takes time to see and understand stuff. Maybe nobody might not come by here, but they looking and they thinking and they are talking. But y'all wouldn't know that.
You want to get a 2-shot, and then get a shot of her shirt.
Yeah.
So,
Y'all fine.
are these the only
You can get a shot of them talking.
No, we don't. That's not our goal to pass any signs. We don't pass our signs. We don't want to give everybody no signs. We give our information. We put our signs up in wherever we want to. For instance, tomorrow, if we want to go somewhere, we're going to stand on a corner. And we're going to put our signs down. And then we're going to pass out our information for those who want it. And they do take it. Yeah, my sister. Yeah, we pass out our information. I think we probably passed out a couple of thousand. Yeah.
And do you have anybody else wanting to volunteer?
I'm sure there might be some people, but you know, I don't need other people to volunteer. I don't need that. That's not what we're about. We're just trying to make our people fit. I don't care if she wins or what. It doesn't matter. This is something that's gonna continue. Because our people got to know what they need to do and how we can take this thing to another level. And we will do that. We will do that. And we have to go legal and we have to go to court. We will do that. Because we're not going to stand by laws to continue helping to ourselves and to our people. It's wrong. I don't know how you people sleep, but I guess they don't have no time to work and see us going through.
What kind of candidate would you like to see?
I don't think it's the candidate that I want to see. I think it's the